Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to do an automation in Home Assistant. So start by clicking Settings, Automations, Create Automation. In this case, we want to start with an empty one. So we'll use a simple trigger, sunset. So anytime sunset occurs, this will trigger. We're going to add an action. We need to use the call service feature. This calls the back-end control for lights, switches, other things like that. So in this case, we want to control a light. So we type light, turn on, choose entity. So if you notice, you'll see that it's filtered by lights here. That's kind of great in this case because we're locked in, so we know this is the only thing we can control. So I would like to turn on my living room lights. But actually, I want to turn on the backyard lights too. And I know that that's not a light switch, but an actual relay control. So I'm going to call service. It's a switch. We're going to click switch on. And then here it is, backyard lights. So we click save. We'll call it, well, let's just leave it at that for the sake of simplicity. So if you see here, both the living room lights and backyard lights are off. This indicates a light. This indicates a switch. It's the default icons. So if we go and test by clicking run, we should see that both of these now indicate that they're on. So unfortunately, you can't just reverse this to turn them off. The simplest way would be to duplicate this, and once we've duplicated it, we change our turn on to off. Choose our entity again. Choose off. Entity again. Now I haven't figured out a way directly to do it in the GUI interface to where it keeps the actual data. So like in this case, when I changed it to off, it removed the entity. However, you can do it in YAML. So we'll call it let's do something a little more intuitive than that. Alright, so test off. So let's see. Apparently someone in the house has turned the lights off for me. So alright, so let's turn those back on. And yeah, see, that's why we need to keep the names. Alright, so both of these are on. Click run. And now you see both of them are off. So if we look at the YAML, you can see here the service being called is switch turn off, light turn off. So those are your actions. That is basically what you need to make sure is correct to turn everything on or off in this case. So I hope that helps.